Welcome everyone to another episode of the Pearce Brothers. We're here today in our sister's photography studio in Payette, Idaho. So we're doing a little something kind of different today. It's a gear spotlight, but we're making it our Christmas gear guide for gifts. So first we're going to go through kind of the man-related gifts. At the end we'll go through some lady-specific gifts you can get for your wives, your girlfriends, or your mothers, or whoever. But the gear that we talked about throughout is also applicable to men and women, most of it. But we'll have some lady-specific stuff at the end, because sometimes as men, we have a hard time finding gifts.
They're impossible to shop for.
They are, and, it gets hard, so we have some good ideas that are, gear-related. And, anyways, we want to thank our sister, Ashley. She's a really great photographer. I'll throw the link to her website down below. We also have some gifts that are lady-specific. She has a makeup line as well that she runs that's a separate deal. So some of that we'll mention at the end. But we've got a lot of gear, so we're going to start with Porter. We'll do one item at a time, back and forth, until we kind of cover everything.
Start with the guns?
Yeah, the guy gifts first. So whatever,
All right. Well, my first one that's always a good option, and kind of on the, I wouldn't say cheaper side, it's still $550 or so, I think is what it retails for at the store. I have a Rock Island Arms 22 TCM and 9mm. It's got an interchangeable barrel and spring and everything, so in literally 2 minutes you can go from shooting 22 TCM to 9mm. Definitely a really good option. It's a double stacked, so it holds I think it's 17 rounds or 18 rounds, I forget, it doesn't say on the mag, but anyways, it's always a good option. It's a good fun gun. Something kind of out of the ordinary with that 22 TCM. It shoots really fast and flat, so if you're looking for something fun for your husband, that's always a good one.
Didn't we chronograph the factory loads at about 18 or 1900?
Yeah, I think it was about 1900.
And very low recoil. Man or woman can shoot that gun comfortably.
Yeah.
First thing I'll mention is my jeans. These are made by Origin USA. If you've watched any of our videos ever and I'm wearing jeans, that's what I'm wearing, are Origin jeans. All the materials are sourced in the USA. They're spun, made, sewn, all of that in the USA. So 100% USA made. They also make a hunting line. It's going to do a 2-for-1 with them. They have kind of your everyday stuff, and then you also got your hunting line. They do their Origin camo. This is a jacket here. So everything from hunting gear to your everyday jeans. Most comfortable jeans though on the market.
Right.
No, I'm dead serious. They are more comfortable than sweatpants, and I'm being dead serious 100%. And they do big Black Friday sales, so watch for that. But their jeans go on sale a few times a year. You can get 2 pairs for $99 each. And then Black Friday, they do a bigger discount than that. But they're awesome. They feel like sweatpants. More comfortable than sweatpants. Like I would sleep in these over sweatpants if I had to make the choice. So
100% USA made, dude.
Yeah, and all USA, and it's sourced in the USA too. They don't source anything from outside the USA. All the labor, all the everything they make, and they spin all the denim and that. So, yep.
We'll talk about guns first, I guess. Here's a couple of ideas. Of course, Marlin has been a legendary company since 1871. It's a long story, but ultimately here 2 or 3 years ago, Ruger ended up buying them out of bankruptcy, revamped the engineering and manufacturing processes. Ruger's making some really, really nice lever actions now. I've tested several of these in various models. This is a very recent model. It's the model 1894 Trapper Carbine. In 357, it's stainless. It's got a threaded barrel. It's got a factory installed Skinner sight on it with interchangeable apertures, a white ramp front, large loop lever, very soft rubber recoil pad, dark laminate stock. This thing has worked flawlessly from day one. I shot it actually a fair amount, very accurate. I'm very pleased with this gun. Guys, now don't laugh at this, but your wife would love one of these if she's a shooter, has any interest in it. The recoil is very moderate, and yet its effectiveness for personal defense or recreation shooting or even hunting up to deer-sized game at moderate distances is very, very good. It's lightweight, 6.3 pounds, I believe. If ladies, if your man's looking for something a little bigger, the 1895 SBL and 4570 is a great option. Of course, if you're looking for an accessory, a loophole scope is never a mistake. You may want to. They make so many models. You may want to do some searching and try to find out kind of what he's trying to get equipped, or stocking stuffers, or kind of on a tighter budget. Even the Skinner sight is a great Christmas gift. Any guy that's got a Marlin will be thrilled to get a Skinner sight. So there's some food for thought on those. So.
And we each have multiple items, so we're going to go back and forth a few times. So don't just stop watching because we only covered one item each. There's a lot of good stuff in this video. I forgot to mention Zoa. This is the holiday punch flavor. Dewanta's holiday punch. Healthy energy. If you're looking for a good, healthy energy drink.
He's a Zoa addict.
Yeah. All right, Will.
Okay, so I guess it's on to me now. I'll start with my big item, which would be kind of like a primary Christmas gift. It's the Cold Steel Cheese Katana. Retail price from Cold Steel directly is like $580, but if you use Midway USA, since we're all about sales and deals here, you can get there for only $320. In all honesty, like Cold Steel, they make like a lot of really good stores and stuff, and most items on Midway USA, huge markdown. So and it's not like there's anything wrong with it. They're all still brand new in perfect condition. So huge sale, a lot of great options there. But yeah, Cold Steel has a nice variety of swords. So if like say you want to get someone a type of sword and katana isn't exactly it, you could get them a broadsword or a rapier. Just
Tons of different options.
There's a lot of options.
Big benefit with Midway, they're a distributor of Cold Steel, so they have their everyday price is cheaper than obvious MSRP, but they also run sales. So sign up for Midway's text alerts.
Yeah.
Cold Steel specifically goes on sale frequently, so you can get an extra 25% off sale price. So, I mean, that would make that sword like $200, $220.
Yeah, 25% off. So.
Another thing too, we've seen a lot of counterfeiting of Cold Steel products, and going through a verified dealer distributor such as Midway verifies you're getting the real thing and not some
Same
cheap
thing with like
imitation
products.
Yes,
too.
I would suggest not buying Cold Steel from eBay or
could be.
Yeah.
So yeah, Midway USA, best option for that.
Yep.
Yeah, back on like the Cold Steel thing, this is my Scottish sword because, of course, the Pearce line has lots of Scottish blood in us. But again, I got this from Midway USA on sale and it was like $170 or something.
Yeah.
And the normal price was like almost $300.
Yeah.
So my item, I brought my hat here. This is made by Miller Hats out of Texas. So they make really good hats, everything from like fedoras to cowboy hats to caps, all types of cool stuff. It's all custom made stuff. So, so this one, of course, I got the crown height I wanted, the brim length or width I wanted. Of course, different band colors. You can get different colors of hats. They're good quality. This one's nice and firm. Felt, 100% fur felt. Of course, they're all made in Texas. And one nice thing about Miller hats, I know it's coming up on Christmas season. I've got quite a few hats, and some of them, quite a few custom hats, and some of them I was waiting 6 or 7 months to get. Some only 2 months. This one here, I had within a week and a half. That's from order date, and then they make the hat and then have it shipped to you. So, literally within a week and a half after order. So. I would certainly go check out Miller Hats. They got some cool stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, and on the custom end, that's great to be able to get it that quick. Turnaround time usually for custom stuff, and we'll mention that a little later on some of these other items. It can take a little while, so you got to plan ahead. So,
Yeah.
That's actually a good hat for you, Will.
It's comfy.
It's Will's style. All right.
Yes, back around to me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to mention clothing items next. So most of my clothing is usually one of 3 brands. Usually it's Cinch, Ariat, or Wrangler. Like this shirt I have on right now is a Wrangler shirt. It's pretty nice and everything. I bought it this last year. I really like it. Another good item that you can get is a Cinch. Got this at my local farm and feed store. Very nice, very comfortable to wear, and it has a built-in concealed carry pocket here, and it comes with a holster as well that you can stick it in and have it, and it's ambidextrous, so you can carry it on the left or right side of you, which I really like. Because I am a lefty, so most stuff are set up for righties, and I can just flop it right over.
Porter's eternal problem. And filming Porter, sometimes I got to remember, oh yeah, he's lefty. I got to get to this side.
Anyway, so that's Cinch, Wrangler, and then I brought my Harriot riding boots. I bought these this last year, but I always keep my spurs on them, so I'm ready to ride anytime I need to. But yeah, those are 3 of my favorite clothing companies to get clothing from and everything. They always have good clothing, good quality. You don't have to worry about quality with any one of those 3 companies. So,
Like Cinch, I've had this Cinch jacket for 10 years or something. It still looks almost new,
yeah, I mean, take care of your stuff, and it'll last a good long time with any of those 3 brands.
Yeah, so, I guess I'll mention my pack next, because then I'll start pulling stuff out of the pack as we go. But this is from Eberlestock. This one is their Big Trick. They make a smaller version of this as well. That's the Little Trick. But what makes this unique is that the bottom part unzips to expand, so you can fit a full-size AR in there. The smaller version, obviously, you can fit a smaller sized AR. This is my 14.5-inch BCM. But great packs. We just did a gear spotlight on one of their other packs, but I've got 3 or 4 different packs from them. And they make everything from kind of your laptop, everyday carry type bag, all the way up to your hunting and outdoor related packs. They're based right here in Boise, Idaho. So we like to shop local as much as we can. And local made, USA made, Idaho made, all that. Yeah, great pack. I love this as well. I use this sometimes when I travel as well, for 1 or 2 night stays to hotels and that, because I can fit all the stuff I need in it for 2 or 3 days.
I've been to that factory, and they're a seriously good quality company. There's no shortcuts on zipper quality, threading, materials. They're made to last, and like a lot of import stuff, it just seems to disintegrate within a year or two and isn't worth owning. So those are quality.
Yeah, for my job the last couple of years, I traveled a lot, and this was my main travel bag. Carried it and used it, almost weekly, traveled with it. Used the zippers tons of times, and they're still like new. But price point, they're expensive. You're going to pay that quality price, but Black Friday is coming up, so we're going to drop this video before Black Friday. So if you're watching this, Black Friday is coming soon, so watch for that. I am a sale guy. I would never pay full price for a backpack that's a $300 or $400 bag. So I just won't, and that was kind of when we first started the channel. That's really what I wanted to help people, is find quality gear at the best price you can get it at. So Black Friday, best time to buy a Eberlestock pack. So next,
This jacket's going to be kind of a testament to what I'm going to recommend here. This is a Carhart jacket that has seen its days. It's been used heavy, worked hard. It shows its use. They even when they get frayed and ragged, the guy has a hard time throwing away because they're still useful. But at some point, they deserve a ceremonial burying and a new jacket. I've worn Carhartt gear and jackets and outerwear coveralls. They make a full line of everything. So many different styles. As we came here today, of course, we're in the middle of a snowstorm right now, and the snow's piling up outside. And of course, when I left the house, I threw on a Carhartt jacket. This may not be a work one, but when my work one wears out, this one will become a work one and so forth. But they're very good quality. They're tough as nails, if you will. They're American made. They come in a variety of colors. Here we have a green. Of course, they come in colors from white to black, and literally everything in between, different shades of tan and brown and combinations thereof. And anyway, they're great work products, and any guy that's an outdoorsman type will enjoy having one. So but they're about $150 $25, $150 typically for a really good winter jacket from Carhart at your local farm ranch store. You can also buy them online. I think Carhart even sells direct if you can order. So they come right to your door, be here in time for Christmas, and you're in business, and guaranteed your significant other will love them. And guys, if your lady likes outdoor stuff, there's a full line of stuff for her as well. So
Yeah.
Well, since we're on to it's basically winter time, I thought this would be a good time to highlight this item from Cold Steel. This is their Special Forces tactical shovel. Normal price is $35, but through Midway again, only $30. Sharp on the edges. It's great for just putting inside your cars. Once it does snow, you can just pull it out real quick. Just kind of get yourself a little bit of a path going, so it's easy for you to get up a hill or wherever it is that you're stuck at. But I have used this a few times, and this was actually one that Joe got for me
I got those, I think, 2 years ago on sale, or last year. I don't remember.
I think it was last year, yeah.
Yeah, those, I got them, and I got one for everybody, because I keep one of those in each of my vehicles.
Oh, yeah.
And they make different handle lengths, but that style was on sale. Sorry, I'm breaking the rule of Christmas gifting here, but it was on sale for $12. So I was like, I'm going to get one for everybody at that price.
So this is one of the most useful things I've had to put inside my cars.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was just using one yesterday. I was up in the mountains in Idaho here, and some places were 3 or 4 feet of snow, and I was in my Jeep, and I was using the bigger version. I think they call it the Spetsnaz or something. And I had to dig myself out a few times with that because, slippery snow.
Yeah.
Get stuck. You didn't have a power wagon like me.
Yeah, buy one of those for all your family members. Throw one in all your vehicles, and they make the slightly longer.
There's the two versions. There's this one and the Spetsnaz, which sounds like that much longer, Jay?
Yeah,
something like
6
that.
inches longer.
But so kind of your choice of which one you want. They're both roughly the same price. I think the big one's a few dollars more, but not too bad. So
very affordable Christmas gift if you have a bunch of people to buy for.
Okay, my next item, I'll talk about my watch here. So as I was going through and picking stuff, I was, again, like I mentioned with my hat, I'm trying to pick stuff that you can get and buy and have delivered before Christmas. And my watch here is made by Vario out of the Philippines, I believe is where they're located. But it's they call this their 1918 watch model. If you know anything about watch history, that's when the whole men's wristwatch came into popularity and style, was after World War I, because a lot of guys got used to wearing watches in the trenches. And so they kind of tried to style it after the original men's wristwatches. It has a really nice leather strap on it. The movement is automatic movement. I hate batteries in watches because they die and then your watch is done. This one I haven't had to, I think in the last year I've had to reset the time twice or something, because with automatic movement you don't get at least with the cheaper automatic movements, you don't get the extremely precise movements like you would with a Rolex or something. So this one I think runs a little bit fast, so after a few months it'll be a couple minutes ahead, but it's really not that bad. It's held up really well. Like I said, keeps pretty good time. Love the leather strap, good quality leather. And from the date I ordered till delivery was about 2 weeks. And of course I was coming from the Philippines. But yeah, really nice watch.
So I do have one more item here. I forgot to talk about it, but
there we go.
Binoculars.
Yeah, these ones are the Sig Sauer Kilo 3000 binoculars. Got these a couple of about 3 years ago or so, and then I don't think I'd ever go back to just a plain old rangefinder, because having the binocular in your, the rangefinder in your binoculars is just so nice and handy. They're kind of on the pricier side. I think I paid $1,000, give or take.
And of course now there's about 10 new models.
Yeah, now there's probably about 10 new models, but if you're really looking to get your, a hunting husband or something that he would really enjoy and use, get him a pair of Sig Sauer binoculars or something similar that has a rangefinder built into it and that can give him ballistic drop data at the same time, so he can easily adjust and shoot on the fly when he's out hunting game and stuff.
These things are just, I don't think I'd ever go back to anything else besides a SIG or something similar.
And I might interject something on that. Porter and I tried several other brands when that design was first coming out, and a lot of those were off with angles and other issues that we
too much of a
discovered.
delay in when you press your button to range. There was like a 3 to 5 second delay. I don't want to mention the company's name, but it was just too slow when you're shooting at coyotes and stuff like I shoot at. The coyote's moving too much all the time, and if you have a 3 to 5 second delay and the coyote's loping or something, now you have to get a whole other range because he's moved 50 or 60 yards by that time.
And that's a huge miss.
That's a difference between a miss and a hit, and so.
Well, anyway, I've used those, and they work very well. They're better than anything we've used previous. I know there's other companies that are coming out with competitions on, but those work really well. That's a good product, really good.
Yeah, SIG hit the nail on the head with those.
Yeah.
I guess if Porter mentioned SIG, I'll go to SIG next, too. So,
The SIG fanboys.
I'm not a SIG fanboy. I like all firearms. If it looks great, I'm going to love it. I've just been a fan of SIG for a long time, but something else cool that I didn't mention on the old Eberlestock here is that a lot of their packs have a handgun compartment right here in the back, so it's quick, easy access to grab your handgun. I'll mention gun and holster here.
Can you reach it if a bear's on top of you?
Nope. Well, that's more the everyday kind of carry style, and I'm not a huge fan personally of leaving a gun in a pack or a purse. So I've got a better option for ladies I'll mention here in a minute. That's an alternate to purses or anything like that, but you can still keep that gun on your person, but it's going to be comfortable and easy carry. But on that note, it's just convenient to have a gun in there when you're traveling and that. But this is a SIG P365 Legion. My favorite handgun, I think, is probably the SIG P365, just because of how modular it is and how many variations you can get. You can get whatever size to fit what your needs are, from super subcompact concealed carry to a little bit larger, like the Legion gun is. The holster here is from Invader Concepts. It's got a leather backing, so it's nice and comfortable to carry inside the waistband. They're made up in Montana, but they make a lot of holsters too. Great holster option. Problem with them is they're about 3-4 weeks out. So if you want it by Christmas, order it before Thanksgiving. So, but again, I got another one here. This is my P365 Fuse, so a little bit larger slide on that. We just dropped our first thoughts video on that, so go watch that. But this holster is from Tulster, and a great thing with Tulster is that their holsters are in stock, ready to ship. So you get on their website, order the holster you want, and it ships within a couple of days. So they make some good inside the waistband holster options. On the Kydex side, if you want leather, Dad's going to talk about some good leather options, but those are some good Kydex options. But yeah, the SIG P365 has been my carry gun since they introduced them. How many years ago that was? 2017,
Something like that. Yeah.
So I've been carrying one for. When they first launched it, I was like, "Wow, that small of a gun with 12 rounds!" Like, wow. So I had to hop on and grab one. Anyways, but
Plastic guns and plastic holsters.
plastic guns and plastic holsters. But a lot of my gift ideas are kind of EDC oriented because I like to carry my stuff and use it, and so that's what I use every day. So I'll mention knives next. We'll go down to Dad now next, but
So, I'll run a few holster ideas by you here. There's a Paso Saddlery, and I think like Midway and you can get these online before that they're in stock. They should be ready to ship immediately. This is their 1942 tanker. Of course, it's a chest style holster here. Works good with a pack. Comes for pretty much any handgun out there that you would carry in that manner. Double single action revolvers, autos.
Jake's wearing one.
Yeah, Jake's wearing one. He's going to make comments on that further, so I'll leave that one alone. Another one that here a couple months ago, I did a video on the John Wayne, the holsters that were popularized by John Wayne, and there's been some commemorative editions. Some of those are no longer available. El Paso makes a really good one. Actually, I make a couple of different ones, but those are a little spotty getting them in time for Christmas. But Galco makes an outstanding one as well, and they call this their model 1880. Comes with a rough out belt. I'm not going to call it a money belt because it's not open on the ends to be able to put silver dollars inside like the old cowboys did, but it's a rough out belt so it doesn't slip on your waist and so forth. Very handsome rig, very well made. The stitching is flawless on it. Of course, the highest quality of leather, and again, of course, available in 38 357 belt loops or 44 45. Very good rig. Galco's had this in the line for a lot of years, and they've sold a lot of them. Very popular. I mentioned a couple other El Paso options here. This is their 77 Tortilla. Again, it's available for virtually any handgun out there. Revolver, auto loading, whatever you want. This one is factory hand carved. That one would not be available in time for Christmas. However, you could, if you're looking for an anniversary or birthday gift later in the year, you'd need to give them some lead time to do that kind of work. But if you want a plain version, those should be readily available for most popular calibers. Another one that's been timeless. This design's been around for 124 years now. It's known as the model 1920 Tom 3 persons, an Indian, a Native American gunfighter of the era down in El Paso, Texas. He designed that for the original S.D. Myers company, who have ultimately, it's a long story, but ultimately evolved into El Paso Saddlery. So there's a historic holster that's just absolutely timeless. And again, you can get that in fact, pass me that one briefly, Port. You can get it in a high-end belt and holster as well, fully hand-carved, all handwork. But that's not going to be available for Christmas, but something if you're looking down the road for an anniversary gift or a birthday or something else, that's a really good option right there. So anyway, there's some...
El Paso's current lead time is like 12 to 20 weeks or something. It's pretty far out.
Yeah.
You're looking 3-ish months out probably.
Yeah.
And that kind of fluctuates depending on how they get caught up in that. But Midway carries a lot of their just kind of plain basic stuff in stock. So if you want the fancy stuff, you'll have to wait a little while, but some of the other general...
Yeah. And Galco runs specials on these on Black Friday, by the way, and that will be... They'll be on sale. They're actually I'm not sure quite what the price is running right now, but probably about $120 for the belt. Probably, does that sound right, Jake?
Ish. Something like that. About $100 for the holster.
So you're looking at the $200 to $250 range with shipping taxes,
minus 20% for Black Friday.
Yeah,
so
and then you'd pull that off that figure. So you're probably getting into a very high-end rig like this for under $200 with shipping and all the stuff with that. So and when we did a video on that, it got watched a lot. I was kind of surprised, but if your husband likes, or your significant other likes westerns or Western equipment, John Wayne, he will love that rig.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Well,
So I guess next we'll be going to a company called CRKT. A lot of people call them Cricket. But this knife from theirs, it's in a Guga Kukri style, but they just call it their Kuk, just K-U-K. Normal price is listed at being $90, but again, if you go to Midway, you can get it for $60 to $65. And CRKT, they do a lot of like a good variety of different knives, different lengths, size, all that stuff. So if you want to get one as like a main gift or a secondary gift, or maybe even as like a stocking stuffer, there's a good little variety there. But and even with Cricket, so like I said, this one, if you go on Midway, about 65-ish. This is called their Provoker. It's a $200 Karambit style knife, but I always carry this thing with me everywhere. But yeah, both great gift options.
okay, I guess that's on to me. Another great gift option is cap and ball revolvers. I've got two different models here.
Jake's on a black powder kick right now.
Both these are made by Uberti, but like black powder is just fun. Like I haven't had this much fun shooting in a long time, and it's cheap because I make my own black powder, so it's dirt cheap to go out and shoot this stuff. And like just yesterday, I was up shooting my two Pedersen brown vest muskets in the snow, testing. It was actually like just testing lock time and ignition. And I had first conditions, seeing if I could get 100% ignition, which I did. So I'll talk about that when I do the Pedersen brown vest video, probably later this spring. But
But Captain Ball revolvers, they're inexpensive-ish. Like, and again, get them on sale. I bought both these from Midway for like $320 or something. There's all different types of models and calibers. And then the best thing about black powder guns, so like if you're a wife and you're trying to buy your husband a gun and you don't want to deal with all the FFL crap, these can be shipped right to your door almost everywhere in the country. I think there's a couple states that
maybe California or New York or something.
Illinois,
like that.
I'm not sure. Maybe Illinois.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a couple states that still consider modern black powder guns firearms, and you have to have them shipped to a FFL. But for the most part, if you're living most of the free states, they can be they can be shipped right to your door. So
Yeah.
and they're fun.
Okay. So I'll go next here. I've got some knives. I'm going to talk 2 quick company spotlights I want to do. First is Montana Knife Company. So I've got the Speed Goat here on my pack. Usually when I'm hiking, I'll strap that to my pack because it's ultra lightweight, like less than 3 ounces total weight, very lightweight. Good hunting skinning knife. That's my main skinning knife when I hunt. If I kill something, that's always the question. And then they just got into their tactical line. So here's the Battle Goat, more of a military law enforcement style gift. Great knife option if you've got a husband or someone in military law enforcement, or if you just want a good self-defense, everyday carry kind of knife. And then half-face blades. You've watched our channel long, you know I love my half-face blades, tomahawks.
Even your tomahawks.
So the
you part Comanche?
Yeah, pretty much. Montana Knife Company, you've got to be watching to get in there when the items first drop because they sell out fairly quick. They've got a few models on the site just kind of all the time, but not the main models that people are looking for. So they drop every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. So every Thursday, check their site, see if there's something you want to grab. But as soon as you purchase, they'll ship next day, and they have real fast shipping. But half-face blades, that used to be the case. They'd sell out every Saturday at drop time, but now they've got models in stock all the time, so you can look. This is a tomahawk, but they also make tons of knives. They've got knife models from hunting and everyday carry all the way to tactical and that. So here's a Disaster Junior. That's probably their most popular knife. I've got a few of those. And then I've got one of their feather lights here. That's another great hunting style knife, just a good skinner blade, real lightweight. This one was a collaboration they did with Origin, but they've got just regular versions, so it's got the Origin camo on there. But half-face blades, great company. And now you can get on there and you don't have to be buying your knife within 1 minute of their drop happening because they're on there all the time now. They've increased production enough that you can just get to their site and buy a knife. So,
yeah, Joe's also a half-face blades addict.
Well, he's all serious. Yeah, he used to go to his AA meetings for his knife addiction.
And sick.
Yeah.
Pants.
I like comfortable pants. And that's,
Well, you guys.
these are seriously the stretchy, like the women's stretchy jeans. This is the man's version of it. It is. I mean, this is the man version of the stretchy.
I like the way you say it.
Like Nacho Libre. Chancho, sometimes when you are a man, you wear stretchy pants in your room just for fun.
Chancho, when you are a man, sometimes you wear stretchy pants in your room. It's for fun.
Don't worry, I won't tell nobody.
Well, now you can ride out on the street and nobody's going to know you're wearing stretchy pants because they're just a jean. Do you have anything else you wanted to cover, Dad?
A couple things. Ammo. We've if you've been in the industry as long as I have, you've seen these shortages and ups and downs and price ups and downs. This year is actually a really good year to buy ammo, and there's there's all sorts. You can buy high premium and hunting or home defense ammo, whatever it is. But the real bargain right now is the bulk ammo in, common calibers, tactical calibers. I don't like using that word too much, but the 9mm, 40 Smith and Wesson, 45 auto, even 38 special shotgun ammo. 5.56, 223. That right now it's kind of at a rock bottom. In fact, you can buy 1,000 rounds of 9mm for $200, and quality name brand stuff, from the companies like Winchester, Federal, or whomever. Also, Fiocchi is that you can buy their bulk shotgun ammo, which right now most people don't realize that. I don't think that window's going to stay open where it's cheap like it is right now very long, because we're having a worldwide powder shortage. And of course, when that happens, demand goes up for ammo, and so again, we've seen it like this. But with inflation where it's at, it is. With inflation where it's at, and that it's just a great time to buy it. Just find out what your other, those that's on your shopping list, what calibers they shoot, and head to a department store, or there's other sources online. I think Midway USA even sells it direct.
Yeah, their price is a little higher than some, but
but it's out there. You just kind of do a little bit of shopping, and that's a good Christmas idea. Nobody's going to be upset with getting ammo.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna look at some stocking stuffer ideas, which both of these are cold still. This one's part of like their leather neck series. Yeah, that's right. Each one's about like $15 to $20. They're both just
that's the mini. They make a mini series. So they have
the mini leather neck series. They have a bunch of different type of blade styles like this. There's like this one's kind of like a sharp on both sides to a point. There's a Tonto style. There's a whole bunch of different options there.
But they're less than $20 from Midway, and they go on sale for about that $15 range. So
it's a great stocking stuffer. Then this one's called the Pocket Shark. It's made from a high fiber polymer, literally meant for beating with. It's
self-defense Sharpie.
You have to screw off the cap so you can still use it as something. But if you're at work and for some reason the occasion arises, pulls out of the pocket and just beat the guy with it. But this is one of those things where I have like punched concrete with it before, and nothing has happened. So I'm just like, well, I know if a bad guy attacks, and that's all I had. I know I could do some damage to his face. So it's
good self-defense tool that's a Sharpie. So.
That's exactly. Yeah.
So my last item for guys, I brought my my holster. So if you get a Captain revolver, you need a good holster. This one is made by River Junction Trading Company. I don't know where they're based out of. I can't remember, but it's all here in the U.S. They use good quality 6-ounce leather. They got different holster options, but this is their nail-carved version. So they kind of try to duplicate holsters used in Captain Ball revolvers in the immediate post-Civil War era, 1860s, early 1870s. Kind of a Slim Jim style, kind of that cruder nail carving there. But it fits a 2.5-inch belt, all hand stitched by their in-house leathersmiths or leather workers. It's probably not as good quality as like an El Paso. Price wise, this was like $120, but they have it delivered within 2 days. So I think that's actually their standard shipping time is 2 day shipping. So it's a good option for a quick gift, and certainly seems acceptable quality. So that's my my last gift idea.
Just like one more, or I guess two, but we'll just make it quick. Cold Steel Marauder Bowie, usually from Cold Steel, it's like 120 or something.
Less than $100.
Less than 100.
Especially on sale. Yeah, $60 to $80 for one of those. Maybe $100 if you're buying regular price.
Yeah, but Midway again, get the sales. A better option there. Then there we go. Then this one's the Cold Steel First Strike. Has mantle ray leather on the handle, which I don't even know how much this is, but I know it's definitely expensive. Which I don't even think it's in production.
I think CRKT made those it was probably 15-ish years ago that was in the line. So, but they make some good other tactical knives that are still available on the market. So
CRKT and Cold Steel, great options if you're shopping for guys. So
lots cheaper. That's something I didn't mention. My Montana Knife Company and Half Face Blades are kind of the premium, higher end knives. Cold Steel and CRKT more affordable everyday price. So gifts.
Lady gifts. I'm just gonna do all three at once. My wife is pretty easy to shop for.
So he thinks.
Clothing and horses.
Port winds up dead after Christmas. We'll know he just knows.
Well, yeah, usually it comes down to either clothing or horses. That's about it. So for my gift ideas for my wife, I bought these last night actually. They are just some Ariat. They're kind of blingy, going to town type.
So Aurora,
boots.
if you're watching, you should have stopped watching about 30 seconds ago.
Anyways, but yeah, they're just some Ariat, nice cowboy boots, or cowgirl boots, I should say. But yeah, that's kind of something that she always likes. She's always into boots and stuff. Something else that she likes, she does like Montana's Silversmith thing. So, you know, jewelry. Got a bracelet here, a necklace, and another necklace here. But they have all sorts of different options and different sets where you can get matching earrings with the necklaces and bracelets and stuff. So, always good option with the Montana Silversmith stuff. And then she's a big Yellowstone addict. That's the only show she likes. We found this Yellowstone perfume, and she really liked it, so we bought it. But she's always into just girly girl type stuff. So, and then obviously horses, ropes and saddles and bits and stuff like that. So.
All right. My lady option here, dig it out of the pack. So this is a new Lena Miculek. Yeah, it's Miculek.
Yeah,
It is Miculek. Yeah. This is I guess a man could wear a fanny pack too, but it's more geared toward ladies. So this is the new Vertx. That's Vertx. Vertx is how they call it. Fanny pack 2.0. This is the Lena Miculek. It's her kind of special that they do with them. So it's kind of an everyday carry style fanny pack. The front pocket is smaller. You've got spot for, lipstick, all that kind of stuff. Tourniquet if you need a tourniquet. If you're gonna carry a gun, you should have some medical supplies with you, just because chances of getting hit in a gunfight are pretty high. So, but then you've got the main pocket that unzips. You've got a really large handle you can grab to unzip and then access your gun. This is the 2.0 version. So a couple of things they updated. It comes with a Velcro stick deal, so you can mount your holster straight to that Velcro. So this is just the inside the waistband holster I got for my wife a few years ago. This is her Smith & Wesson Equalizer. The holster is from We the People Holsters. It's that turquoise, whatever you call it. Tiffany blue, I think is what they actually call it.
Tiffany blue.
But yeah, so you got that lady color for it. And then the Equalizer, this is my number one gun I recommend to ladies, just because it has Smith & Wesson's EZ technology. So the slide is really, really easy to rack. My son, who's 7, can do it real easily. So ladies or kids, if you're wanting to train on a handgun, as a grip safety, so they can feel safe, not having to worry about not having a safety. I myself am not a fan of a grip safety. So if I was going to carry this, I'd probably tape the safety down. But there is no built-in trigger safety like most other Smith & Wessons and Glocks and that. So that's why they have that grip safety on it. The trigger on this is actually a pretty nice trigger, but great option. You get modern capacity. It takes the same magazines that the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus takes, so you get that extra capacity compared to regular shields. But yeah, the slide is just so easy to run, and that was my wife's main problem when I first got her handgun, is the slide was just too difficult to run. So we wound up getting her this, and real simple. But a fanny pack's a much better option than a purse or a backpack that you're going to carry in, because you can strap it to your person. It's going to stay there. Strap it around your waist. It's basically just a belt at that point, where your holster is kind of in a little pouch. There's a spot for your phone on the back. You can put your wallet, whatever else in there, all in one. So good carry option for ladies. I recommend this over a Pearce 100% all the time. You're not going to set it down. Kids aren't getting into it. It's just strapped to your body. So you're not going to have that theft option. So good option there. Go check that out. That's all my lady gifts, I think. Yep.
Did you cover the?
Actually,
very end.
I forgot. So we're doing this at our sister's studio for photography, but she also has a makeup line. So I mentioned that at the beginning. She has a website. Link is in the description for makeup. Here's an awesome stocking stuffer idea. This is a lip love bundle for $40. Super great. It comes with all the good stuff in there. I have no idea what name it is because she does the work for you. You don't have to pick all these items. She just has the whole kit all together. Order it, throw it in your wife's stocking.
Yep, stocking
$40.
Yeah, it's in it. All you know is your wife's gonna like it.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then she has a full line of makeup. Everything from brushes and kits, and I have no idea what any of this is, but they're sparkly. I don't know. I've never. You're brushing. But there's all different sizes of brushes. There's mascara. I guess that's what this is.
Maybe
unscrews. It's all sparkly though.
Yep. It's mascara.
Let me just say this. Let me just insert this. No, this is okay, so this is Ashley. She's my second to the youngest.
Yeah.
And she is an extreme perfectionist. And so if you go to her website, Ashley Jayde Photography, and look at that, Joe's going to link you over to that.
The makeup is a separate site, but only that, because makeup, stocking.
You'll see her in her photography that everything is absolutely perfectly flawless. Yeah. So my confidence in this being a gift that ladies will love is very high because she sweats the smallest of smallest details. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So
and she is a princess. So treat your wives to a little bit of Ashley Jayde makeup.
How did you know to get this?
Yeah. And $40 for the lip bundle. That's a great stocking stuffer. And then of course the full makeup line. No idea what any of that is, but I can pull all this out, and there's a whole lot of stuff she gave me.
A whole lot of stuff.
But every brush I don't know what those for, but yeah, you got them all. So, and they're sparkly. There's all different options on the website.
Okay. Nice. So, a couple of things to consider for ladies' gifts. You men, and you might have more fun shooting with your wife or significant other. This is a Charter Arms Pathfinder and .22 long rifle. I think these are in the mid 350-ish range type thing is where they're probably selling out right now. Again, this is a starter gun. It's got snap caps in it, by the way. So double action, single action. It's a great little kit gun, modest price, actually reliable and reasonably accurate. That's a good shooting companion, a starting gun for them. One thing we've seen with 22s is there's so much ammo out there that not all of it will run autoloaders. So the revolvers still make a lot of sense in rimfire. So plus the simplicity of them, anybody can learn to shoot one well. This is an interesting gun. This is a J-frame, Smith & Wesson J-frame, and 32 H&R Magnum. This is a Lipsy's exclusive, Lipsy's distributor. And they kind of went back to the drawing board on this gun a little bit for a couple reasons. One of the complaints on J-frames is that some of them don't shoot where they're pointed. So in other words, you've got a fixed sight and it's hitting the left or right or whatever it is. This gun has a drift adjustable rear sight that's also snag free. It's got an optic style front sight, so you can see the sights quite well, and you can also sight the gun in. They filled in the hump on the back strap on this a little bit, so that a lot of people feel the recoil here in the web of their hand, especially a lady, and so they've kind of resolved that issue that way. Plus, the 32 Magnum takes the edge off of recoil for maybe a more recoil-sensitive shooter, and yet still can be a very effective defense round. Bigger's always better, but if somebody is going to carry a small, compact, lightweight gun, They need to know how to shoot it well, and there are some effective loads out there. Buffalo Bore actually makes one specifically for this gun. And this also has the advantage, too, of being a 6-shot rather than a 5-shot, like is, the most common caliber in this J-frame is the 38 Special. So you gain one more cartridge, which not a big advantage, but it might be. But again, the lower recoil, it's about 14.5 ounces, I think, for this gun. So that's a great option. Again, that's available from Lipsy's, and a good excuse to buy your significant other a gun and go shooting with them. So,
Yeah.
and it is also available in 38 if you would rather go that direction. Same gun. So,
Yep. Jake, lady,
Will, do you have
guys?
anything?
No, Will cannot speak. Remember?
I will go last with items not to get your.
Yeah, there we go.
friends,
Do
so-
not buy these items.
So I didn't bring anything here, but like anything plant related is always a good idea, especially most women love plants. My house looks like a freaking jungle because it's so plants, and then books, especially like again, plant related books, foraging books, stuff like that. My
Well, if
wife's
you knew Jake's wife, yeah, that all makes sense.
Plant related books.
there's a purpose in all it, too. She's into herbs and so forth. So
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant by
Yeah.
well, like earlier this year, like again, anything like kind of like homestead related. Like earlier this year, she went and shot a pig and at some guy's place. We bought the pig, but she went and shot it and then butchered the whole pig right there. And she's been making soap and stuff out of all the fat. We used all the bones and pretty much everything, every little piece of the animal she used.
So, wait a second. She shot it or you
Yeah,
shot
she
it?
shot it. I was at work. So, but yeah, I mean, that's some ideas. And then another idea, if there's a gun that you really want and she's not letting you buy it, buy the gun and then say that it's her present.
It's her present. See, that's Jake back, Jake. That's Jake's 101. That's Jake 101, yeah, because always buying guns, and then when his wife says, "Oh, you can't buy any more guns," "Oh, well, this one's for you."
You can't ever sell it.
It's a gift. You can't sell it.
But now buying guns, your excuse is it's for the channel. It's a tax write-off.
I need it for work.
I need it for work. Yeah, we have to have this gun. It's brand new. The video's got to go out tomorrow.
But yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah,
Well, I hope that gives you guys some
yeah.
Christmas ideas. There's lots of good, useful gifts that I guess from a woman's perspective, men are probably hard to shop for too.
Yeah.
But that'll give you some ideas of
We're not
what
that
most
hard to
men
shop
will
for.
enjoy.
Guns, knives, and trucks.
Guns, knives, yeah, truck parts. That's Porter.
Pick up my power wagon.
Well, I gotta tell you what's funny before we end this video briefly. We used to have an annual Christmas party at our house where it was a neighborhood, open house, come and go, enjoy the food and in company, and literally have 100 and whatever people show up. Well, a lot of their friends would show up too, and they'd walk in the house. Of course, they knew them from wrestling or playing football or whatever, and they'd walk in our house and they'd kind of be looking around, and there's guns on the walls, on the racks, there's knives, there's swords. And they didn't grow up with any of that stuff. They were just it was like, whoa.
It's like a foreign world to it.
Yeah. And so again, men enjoy stuff like that, even if they've been deprived of it all their life.
Yeah. Another good gift is, okay, look, what does your husband have gun related? And what accessory do they need for that item? There's tons. I mean, the accessory world is endless for whether it's holster, a light, an optic, a red dot. There's just so much. So,
And when in doubt,
buy ammo. Yeah, find out ammo. Because they're always going to shoot it. Find out what they got and buy them some 9mm or 556 or 223, you know. So
Yeah, that's easy. Any big department store carry that stuff at really
Yeah.
good prices.
yeah, and a lot of this stuff we were going to mention, you know, your local sporting goods store, whether it's Cabela's, Bass Pro Shop, Sportsman's Warehouse,
Farm
Shields,
place.
your farm and ranch supply store.
Yeah, they carry
So,
guns a lot of times too. So.
Yeah,
Yeah, and again, I want to emphasize something on that too. Even though we have a president-elect changing in January, we're still in a worldwide powder shortage, and so we still could see a very serious ammunition shortage just occur any day. And
Yeah.
so it's at rock bottom prices right now. It's a good investment. It really is. So
and powder too. You know, if you're a hand loader, get some powder.
yeah.
Yeah,
Powder bullets, stuff
Yeah.
like that. Primers.
yeah,
Primers, especially, you know.
those are hard to find.
Yeah, well,
So,
they're easy to find, but they're
price-wise, yeah,
You have
yeah.
to watch for the good deals on that.
Well, and yep. So.
Yeah.
Well, we hope this has been helpful to ladies and men, both ways. I think we had some pretty good ideas in here. So, thanks for watching. Merry Christmas, by the way.
Yeah,
you know, it's and the gift giving and that, you know, and things are tight right now with a lot of people, and some of these are expensive. We tried to get some variety of gifts, and
Yeah.
just remember, you know, that the true meaning of Christmas is to celebrate the birth of our Savior Jesus Christ. So,
Yeah.
you know, gifts aren't the focus, and you know, get what you can, but remember Christmas is important. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.